everybody, it's Amy from Northwoods Studio, and today I have a box to open. This box is a mystery box. When Ohuhu reached out to me again and said, we'd like to send you a box of supplies, I said, yes please. I really loved their markers the first time around. I don't know exactly what's in here. This is a mystery box of supplies, and we're gonna open it, and then we're gonna make some art with it. So get yourself something cozy to drink, and come on in, and let's open this and see what's inside. Okay, you guys, this came earlier this week, and I haven't had time to open it yet, and it's just been sitting here staring at me, going, I wonder what's inside. So, I'm super excited to open this. Let's open it. I do not know exactly what is in here. I mean, I know, you know, what Ohuhu makes, but I don't know what they sent me last time. They sent me their 120 marker set. So I know I mean, they wouldn't send that again, so I know that's not in here. But let's see what's in here. Okay, what do I see? Ooh, I see lots of goodies. It's a good one. All right, let's start with this. All right, here we have their liquid fine liner pen, the Kohala line. There we go. I'm trying to get this right. Every time I do a video, somebody either tells me I'm holding things too close to the camera or too far. Well, that's not true. Normally, nobody says anything, but every now and then somebody says, oh, that's too close to the camera, or somebody says, that's too far away. And of course, if I hold it close to the camera, then somebody's probably going to tell me it's too close, but if I hold it way back here, you know someone's going to tell me it's too far away, so I'm doing my best. Liquid fine liner pens, let's see. Long-lasting, smooth writing, pigment ink, non-toxic. It's great that it's pigment. That's probably waterproof and good with alcohol markers then. Okay, there's a little stuff here, and let's see. Oh, there's two things in there. I hope you didn't see them both. Here's the first one. Wow. Look at you guys. It's gel pens. There's a whole bunch of white and then some silver and gold. That is an awesome set. Awesome. Somebody also... It was actually somebody last week commented that I should they said I should focus on upgrading my lights and camera equipment because they sucked. And I mean, I have to laugh because what else am I gonna say? But guys, I have what I have. I can't afford anything else right now. I hope it's okay with you. If not, I guess go watch a different video because it is what it is. But it looks like we've got 6 white gel pens, 3 silver, and 3 gold. And you know how I love my gel pens. These are going to be super fun to try. I'm excited already. Oh, here's something else. Ooh, colored fine line pens. Waterproof ink, smooth writing, quick drying, non-toxic, acid-free. Oh, these are nice. So these ones didn't say waterproof, so I'm wondering if these are better for the alcohol markers. We'll test them. We'll test them with water and with alcohol markers and see what happens. So here, I am going to have to hold this up to the camera real close so you can see the range of blacks there at the end. So there's a range of blacks from small to larger, and then look at all the colors. Look at all the colors, you guys. Wow. These are going to be so much fun to play with. I love art supplies, you guys. I think you know. You follow my channel, you know I do. Okay, I see 2 exciting things here. Which one should I do? Let's try... Let's open... Do they say which is which? Okay, here's the first one. Okay, I need to figure out what these are. I don't see any labeling. We'll open it and we'll see what's in here. Okay, so here's the bag. 48 colors, Ohuhu Honolulu series. I wonder what set this is. Let's open it and see what's in here. Oh, that's pretty. I wonder if this is their mid-tone set. There's a little paper in here. Let's see. Well, first here, I'll hold it up so you can see the colors. That looks like their mid-tone set to me. There's no pastels and no darks. I've wanted their mid-tone set for a while. I wonder if that's what that is. Maybe they heard me say I wanted it on one of the videos. Does this say what it is? There's a little booklet. Yeah, they're right. Here at Ohuhu, we listen to what the art community is looking for to get access to quality art supplies without a sky-high price tag. And they're not wrong. These are high quality. You can get refill markers and individual markers. And they have a new option where you can have the brush tip and the bullet point on the other end instead of a chisel. Really good. Really good. Okay, here's the next one. Let's see what we have in here. Number 2. What does this one say? This one doesn't. It just says a model number on it. Alright, let's see what's in here. Again, 48 colors. And let's see what's inside. Oh, this is the pastel set. Look at that, you guys. Look at, aren't they pretty? Also, another one I've been wanting to try. There it's focusing. My face is in the way, but it's hard to block it and hold these up at the same time. Alright, so we've got 2 sets here. Yeah, I'm thinking this is their mid-tone set, which I've been wanting. We've got 2 sets, pastel and mid-tone. And we've got the colored fine liners plus the blacks. These. And the gel pens. So why don't I move you guys from here to here and let's make some art with these. I may also throw in some of my markers from the 120 set that they sent me last time if I feel like it. Let's just go crazy and do whatever we feel like doing today. Alright, I'll move you. I'll be right back. Okay, you guys, so we're over here at the desk, and the first thing we're going to do is take this Linework, which I'm going to have available over on my blog. The link will be down below in the description if you want to follow along. You can go get this Linework. And also the reference photo, which will also be linked in the description down below. And the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to use my Strathmore Bristol Smooth paper, which is my favorite for using with markers. And we're going to transfer the drawing from here to here. There's a couple of ways you can do that. If you don't have a light box, the easiest way is probably to use transfer paper. I have a video already up with a short tutorial on how to do that. I'll link that down below too. I'm going to use my light box today, light pad. This was one I got from Amazon. It was, I think, originally meant for diamond painting, and I've talked about it on here before. When I bought it, it was $20. The same pad now is $100, and I don't know why. It's not that great. I'm not going to link it below for that reason. Yeah. So I'm going to put it on the highest setting and just line everything up. I'm not going to tape things down because I've done this many times before. If you want to tape things down, go ahead and do so. And then the other thing I'm going to do after I have it lined up is I'm going to turn off this overhead light. It's sunny. It might not be the best time to do this. That's why this isn't, you know, the greatest light pad in the world. Oh, and I'm using the Terracotta Color Erase Premier Prismacolor colored pencil to put this line work in. I like to use these. They won't smudge into the ink like a graphite pencil would do. So these are my favorite for watercolors too. I like to use these to transfer my drawing for watercolors as well. Some of these marks are just to mark off lighter and darker areas, and some of them I was just a little more sketchy than normal. If you've never tried sketching, if you have an iPad and you've never tried sketching in Procreate, I highly recommend it. Now, if you go over these pencils with a light colored marker or the colorless blender, it will lift the pencils a little bit. And in fact, you can use the colorless blender as a blender on colored pencils as well. So be aware of that. I don't mind. I do so many layers that by the time I'm done, you can't really see it. I'm going to be using the Midtones set they sent me, as well as the pastel set, and then also I'm probably going to pull in my 120 cent that they sent me the last time, because I know I'm going to need some darks too. If you want to follow along, those are the sets I'm going to be using. I may also possibly... No, that's it. I forgot what I was going to say. Okay. Now, before I move anything, I'm going to turn this off and turn my light back on. And make sure it looks like I transferred everything. I see somewhere I missed. Anyway, you can get these light pads. Like I said, I think they might be meant for diamond painting. And even with really dark water or thick watercolor paper, if you do it at night with all the other lights off, you can usually get a pretty good transfer. Like you can see through most of them. Okay, let's try that. Okay. Oops. Yeah, that's good enough, I think. Okay, so this is transferred. I'm gonna get my markers and I'll meet you back here. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to swatch out all our colors. We're going to start with the pastel set. These are swatch cards I bought on Etsy from a seller on there. A Tailored Life, maybe? Does it say on here? A Tailored Image by Stacy Bledsoe. And I will link these down below in case you want to buy them. I got them for both the pastel and the mid-tone set. And it is printed on cardstock, which is similar to my Bristol paper. So I can get a real accurate idea of what the colors are going to look like. So I'm just going to swatch these quick. I'll probably speed it up. There may be a voiceover. Okay. Okay, so you guys, I had my SD card malfunction and I lost all the footage from swatching the pastels. So after I swatch these midtones, we'll move right into the demo drawing. So sorry about that, everybody. Okay, so here are our midtones. We will get going with our drawing and get as far as we can with the midtones and the pastels, and then we'll probably have to add in some from the 120 set that they sent me last time for the darks. Yeah, okay, let's get going. Okay, so when working with markers, I like to work from light to dark, just like I would with watercolors. So let's start with that. So I'm going to do, this is the entire step-by-step process, just sped up. You are more than welcome to slow the video down and follow along. There's a little gear setting in the bottom right-hand corner, I think, of the video. And you can slow it down and follow along step by step. I have the reference photo that I photoshopped, plus the link to the original reference on, I think it was either Pexels or Unsplash. And also my line art that you can download and use if you don't feel like sketching it out yourself. That will all be up on my blog, and the link for that is down below. So if you want to follow along, go ahead and slow it down and do the whole entire thing. I think this took me like an hour and a half. I think. I will say if you're going to do that, though, make sure you turn your sound down. Otherwise, I'm going to sound absolutely horrendous. So the more I use Ohuhu markers, the more I am happy with them. The same complaint this time that I had last time is the numbering system doesn't make sense and the caps don't always match the colors. That is not a reason not to buy them, especially considering like the individual markers are, I think, somewhere around $2, $2.80 maybe, whereas a Copic marker is running $5.86 at Blick. They are much, much, much cheaper, and they are great. I really like them. In my last video, some people left comments that they thought that Ohuhus didn't blend like Copic, and I think that is completely false. They blend excellently. I will do lots and lots and lots and lots of blending on the squirrel. You will see me making lots of little short, choppy, like fur-like strokes, and then blending it in over and over and over to build up like a base layer that looks like fur. I had no trouble with it whatsoever. I don't know why people would say that. Maybe they're using the wrong paper. It really shouldn't be a problem, so I'm not sure what was going on with the people who left that comment. I have had absolutely no trouble blending with Ohuhus. They blend just as well as my Copics. And the more I use the combination of Copics and colored pencil, the more I'm liking it for my illustrations. I really like the smooth laydown of the initial color. I like the gradients I'm able to make. I love the blending. It's got like almost like a watercolor effect, but there's no chance of it blooming or doing anything that I don't like or don't want in an illustration and then having to start over. They're just very reliable. They do what I want, when I want, every time. There's no problems. There's no mess, no cleanup. I just take the cap off. I do my base layers. And the dry time for each layer is much, much shorter. So I don't have to sit there and dry layers with a hairdryer in between. I can just move over to another layer for a few minutes and then another area for a few minutes and then come back to the first area, and it's dry and it's ready for another layer, which is also really, really nice, especially if you're working on a deadline. With watercolors, that can be the time constraint with watercolor can be an issue. And you don't have that with these. And I really like the finished look of the colored pencil over marker. And I keep saying colored pencil, but I did not do much colored pencil. This was probably 95% marker and then just a little bit of colored pencil at the very end. I used, I think, 4 of my Prismacolor Premier colored pencils at the very end to just put in a little bit more of the fur texture. And to do the eye, I always like to do the eye with colored pencil. And I think I did a little bit of the wispiness in the tail and some of the darks, I think. I guess that's one other thing they gave me the pastel and the midtones, and then I had the 120 set from earlier that they gave me. I would have liked a little bit more darker darks, but I'm sure they make them. I just don't think I had them in the sets that I got. But that was fine because I just made up for it with the colored pencil. So yeah, let me think. Yeah, the only complaints, like I said, the numbering system doesn't make sense, but the cap's not a big deal. It would be nice if they could switch out the numbering system at some point, but the way I got around that was you saw me swatching all the colors with the printouts I got from Etsy. Just swatch all your colors and then put your markers in, roughly the same order as the swatch, and then you don't ever have trouble finding the marker you need when you need it. Again, I like these so much that if you saw my last Ohuhu video, you saw me putting them in my marker organizer next to my Copics. I probably will get more marker organizers when I have the funds to do so that I can just organize the markers in order, because that makes, finding the one you need really easy, and then it's not a problem anymore. I'll link the marker organizer I like down below. It's a really nice marker organizer. I think it's made for the Spectrum Noir, but it holds my Ohuhus, and there's no problem with them. It's perfect for it. So I'll link that down below as well. I definitely recommend that marker organizer. It's a good buy. So again, I'm just going over lots and lots of layers, just going over the fur. Fur texture takes patience because you have to do lots of little short strokes. If you notice, I didn't ever really lay down any big blocks of color. It's all short strokes for the fur. why don't we touch this up with some colored pencil? I think this is looking pretty good. We just need to do a little bit more work with some colored pencil. Starting with the eye. And yet again, a huge thank you goes out to Ohuhu for sponsoring one of the prizes for the Painttober giveaway. If you'd like to win your own set of pastel markers, all the info will be down below, and you can also find it over on my Instagram. All you have to do is do a piece of artwork for the prompt this week. That starts tomorrow, Sunday, and all the way to the Saturday after. And every time you do a piece of artwork with the prompt for that week, you will be entered to win the prize of the pastel set of Ohuhu markers. Just make sure you use the hashtag WWS Painttober Week 3 on your Instagram post, and you will be automatically entered. Also, please make sure your Instagram is public, not private. Otherwise, you will not be entered because I cannot see your posts. So, yeah, hashtags. Make sure you have the right hashtags, and it has to be posted over on Instagram. And congratulations to whoever wins. Okay, you guys, so there you go. Mostly Ohuhu with just I think it was 3 or 4 colored pencils on top. And I really like how that turned out. I really like alcohol markers with a little colored pencil, especially for illustration work. There's nothing like it. I love the smooth, easy blending of the textures underneath, and then the beautiful grainy textures of the colored pencil on top. It just makes for a really interesting work. So yeah, I hope you're enjoying Painttober. Get ready, because this is the Ohuhu marker week. If you want to, I don't have all the pastels in here, but if you want to win your own set of the pastels, some are scattered here. Make sure you enter the contest over on Painttober on Instagram. All the info will be linked down below in my description. And yeah, we're giving away the pastel markers this week. So make sure you use my prompt list. That's over on Instagram too. Use the prompts for this week. Make sure you use the hashtag WWS Painttober Week 3, because we're going into week 3 for Ohuhu markers, and you will be automatically entered to win your own set. I hope everybody's enjoying Painttober. If you need a little extra support, you're welcome to join us over on my Patreon. We're having a great time over there. We're having a lot of fun discussions over in Discord, and I hope to see you over there. Everything's $4. That's the tier, and we'd love to see you over there. Until next time, happy creating!